Hello, ladies and gentlemen, JR Chunks 21 here. So today, I thought I'd discuss with you something I didn't know Dueling Book did until recently. Now, a long time ago, I made custom cards with the Yu-Gi-Oh card maker, and I printed them off, and I've long since lost whatever box I had them in. So I went on Dueling Book because I saved the document with all the effects and information about the cards in my Word documents. So I went on Dueling Book and I made myself my deck with not all the cards from that. It's an archetype that literally is its own deck. I can't splash anything else in it. Well, I could, but I like the way it is. It's a themed deck, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be able to tell what the theme is the minute we get started here. So let's get into it. But first, I want to give my shout out to my non-sponsor, but probably the best restaurant in the world, Hoo-Ha Mongolian Grill. And it's an amazing place. Went up to Indiana on vacation, and the manager of the Lafayette, Indiana branch gave me this hat, which is actually the hat their Grill Warriors wear. I shouted out to him on Twitter. You guys are awesome. I love my hat. I've been wearing it non-stop. Told you guys I'd have it in all my videos, so here it is. Anyways, let's kick this off by getting right into it and showing you guys our first card, Empire's Capital City. Now, Empire's Capital City, if you can't tell, is a Roman card. And I hope you guys can kind of read this effect down here. I'm really hoping you guys can. I'll definitely check the video after it goes up. So, this card cannot be negated, flipped, destroyed, or targeted by your opponent's card effects. All Roman monsters gain 1,000 attack and defense points. Once per turn, during either player's turn, the controller of this card can special summon one Roman monster from their hand, graveyard, or banish pile. During the end phase of the opponent's turn, the owner of this card can add any number of Roman cards from their deck to their hand. I'm going to remove that clause. Yeah, now I see why my only opponent's good. I'll remove that. Once per turn, the controller of this card can shuffle any Roman spell or trap card that's face up on the field back into the deck. This card gains that card's effects for the remainder of the turn, as well as its own effects. So you'll see why that's important in a little bit. But let's go ahead and hop into our next one, which is our first monster, Roman 10th Legion. Now, you guys can kind of see these are images plucked off the internet that are safe to use. That's because I don't do stylized art. I don't have an artist available. If one of you guys wants to, and you want to make this with stylized art, hit me up down in the comments down below. But Roman 10th Legion is a 4-star Earth Warrior effect monster. This card's summoning cannot be negated. It's a common thing. While Empire's Capital City is on the field, this card cannot be targeted or affected by opponent's card effects. Again, common card effect. Once per turn, you can reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck, add 1 Roman card to your hand, shuffle the rest back into your deck. See, I need to edit the text here. Let's go ahead and do that. Which the good news is, I can actually do that right here. To your... Yeah. Shuffle the rest back into your deck. See. Let's go back to Empire's Capital City and let's remove that clause right here. So this also had... Oh, it's just one. Okay, so it's add any, meaning one. So, Roman is the name of the archetype. As you'll see, all of the cards have Roman in the name except Empire's Capital City. Roman 1st Legion. Well, this card's something cannot be negated. Same clause. Same clause with the Empire's Capital City. This card counts as 2 tributes for any Roman monster. Yes, this deck does tribute summon. It does not link, Xyz, or synchro summon. Roman Aqua Trap. As you can see, we got an aqueduct in the background here. Let's go back real quick and show you. This is a beautiful image of the First Legion of Rome. So, Roman Aqua Trap. This card cannot be negated or destroyed. This card can be instantly activated if you control one or more Roman cards. You can reveal this card from your hand to add one Empire's capital city from your deck to your hand. All of the spells and traps have that clause, I believe. I know all the traps do. Add one Empire's capital city from your deck to your hand, which can be stopped by Ash Blossom. The controller of this card can send any number of cards from their banished, even face down, and or graveyard to their deck. Their opponent must banish that many cards face down from the top of their deck. Essentially, I return all of my stuff in my banished or graveyard that is valuable, and then you must banish that many cards from the top of your deck. Super broken, but all of it comes down to actually drawing the traps to search out this field spell. Roman Auxiliary Hispania. Oh, let me go back real quick and I'll show you something. This is a continuous trap card. So, Roman Auxiliary Hispania. This card summoning cannot be negated, blah blah blah. You know, Empire's capital city effect. Once per turn, the controller of this card can send it to the graveyard to special summon any Roman monster from their hand, deck, or graveyard. Let me edit this. Send it to... I don't know why it's not doing the text right. To the GUI. To special summon. Next up, Roman Centurion. Our first above level 4 warrior monster. Roman Centurion is a level 5 Earth warrior effect monster. This card's summoning cannot be negated while Empire's capital city. This card is unaffected by card effects. Once during either player's turn, this is a quick effect. This card can change any Roman monster's battle position. When this card attacks, all opponent's monsters lose 2,000 attack points. Not too broken, it's mostly a battle-oriented deck. Roman Corridor of Torture. This card cannot be negated or destroyed. This card can be instantly activated, blah blah blah. Your opponent cannot special summon or tribute summon any monsters. Any monsters your opponent summons are automatically switched to attack position and lose 500 attack points. Guys, so Roman Death Machine, continuous trapped card. This card cannot be negated or destroyed. Standard stuff. You can reveal this card in your hand to add one Empire's capital city. Standard. Once per turn, send all monsters your opponent controls to the graveyard. Non-targeting. Removal. Non-targeting, non-destruction. Mass destruction. Roman Eagle Standard. One of the most broken cards in this deck. Add any 2 Roman cards from your deck to your hand. You can only activate one Roman Eagle Standard once per turn. So it's a +1. It's our pot of greed, but it's a searching pot of greed. Roman Emperor Julius Caesar, our boss monster. Earth level 8. Warrior effect monster, 3,500 attack, 3,000 defense. This card summoning cannot be negated while Empire's capital city is on the field. This card is unaffected by card effects. When this card attacks, destroy the target before damage calculation. Then inflict that monster's attack or defense, whichever is higher, to your opponent. This card cannot be used as a tribute for any reason and cannot be destroyed. So it's not going to be removed. Well, you can banish it off of no, it can't be hit with, I don't believe it can be hit with your evenly match. Roman General Julius Caesar. So this is the lower form of it. Earth, level 6, warrior, effect monster, 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense. This card summoning cannot be negated. While Empire's capital city is face up on the field, this card is unaffected by card effects. Non-warrior monsters cannot select this card as an attack target. Controller of this card takes no battle damage in battle involving this card. Roman Helmet, our first equipped spell, and our first, well no, we had another spell. This card cannot be negated or destroyed. The equipped monster gains 1,000 attack and defense points, and if it is a Roman monster, it cannot be destroyed by battle, and it's the only monster your opponent can attack. Roman Imperial Gladius. This card cannot be negated or destroyed. The equipped monster gains 500 attack points, and if it is a Roman monster, it can attack all the opponent's monsters at once, or attack the opponent directly. That at once clause is just saying it can attack all your opponent's monsters in a battle phase. Roman Large Catapult. This card cannot be negated or destroyed. This card can be instantly activated if you control one or more Roman cards. Once per turn, this card can send up to 3 monsters your opponent controls to the graveyard, then inflict damage equal to the combined attack points to your opponent. So yet again, another non-targeting, non-destruction removal effect that allows you to hit your opponent deep where it hurts. This is a deck more than likely meant to OTK or FTK. Roman Legion's Charge. This card cannot be negated or destroyed. This card can be instantly activated if you control one or more Roman cards. You can reveal this card in your hand to add 1 Empire's capital city from your deck to your hand. All Roman monsters you control gain 500 attack points and can attack your opponent directly. Roman Legion's Ultimate Shield. This card cannot be negated or destroyed. Standard effect. Roman monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. This card can be added to your hand from the graveyard or banished pile. You can reveal this card to add Empire's capital city. You can reveal this card to add Empire's capital city to your hand from the banished pile, graveyard, or deck. This card can be instantly activated if you control one or more Roman cards. Notice how it says cards. That means if I control at least a Roman spell or trap, I can activate it. Roman Palace of Death. This card cannot be negated or destroyed. This card can be instantly activated. Standard Roman effect, you can reveal, blah blah blah. Once per turn during either player's turn, this is a quick effect. You can special summon any Roman monster from your banish or graveyard. You take no effect damage while this card remains face up on the field. Those burn backs. Roman Pilum. This card cannot be negated or destroyed. The equipped monster gains 500 attack and can attack your opponent directly. This card cannot be negated or destroyed. Roman Siege Weapon. Continuous Trap card. This card can be instantly activated if you control one or more Roman cards. You can reveal this card in your hand to add 1 Empire's capital city from your deck to your hand. If your opponent controls only defense position monsters, select 1 monster on the field. It can attack your opponent directly. You can only activate this effect once per turn. Roman Small Catapult. This card cannot be negated, blah blah blah. Once per turn during either player's turn, this is a quick effect, you can send 1 card your opponent controls to the graveyard. If it's a monster, inflict damage equal to that monster's attack to your opponent. So, as you can see, the deck has got a lot of continuous traps. And I'm sure you're all wondering, wouldn't you flood your field? Well, Empire's Capital City has that effect where, at the end phase, I bounce a card back to my deck. Essentially what that does is that allows me to recycle stuff off the field and allows me to hit you. It says opponent's effects, and that's why it's only good against an opponent. If your opponent has a way to make you destroy your stuff, you're in for a bad time. So, that is the Roman archetype or deck. I've also made 2 other deck types. One is known as the Olympians, which is a deck built around the Olympian gods, the Roman gods. So it's super broken because you literally could summon a monster that has 16,000 attack points or something, and yeah, broken. And then I have the Gladiator archetype, but I'd have to find the decks for it so I can actually type out their non-broken effects. But what do you guys think of this deck? If you liked it, leave a like. If you dislike it, dislike the video. Comment down below, would you like to see this kind of an archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh? An archetype that's built to run itself as a deck, and yeah, it's kind of broken, but it's incredibly powerful. And also, the primary focus is just beating your opponent to death. So, if you like it, leave a like. If you didn't, dislike the video. Again, this is custom cards from Dueling Book I made 5 years ago, I think. Yeah, 5 or 6 years ago. So, it's old, it's Yu-Gi-Oh related, it's custom cards from 5 or 6 years ago when I was kind of still playing Yu-Gi-Oh, but I wasn't playing with anyone directly, so I made a bunch of archetypes up just for the fun of it. If you guys want to see more, leave a like down below, comment. If you guys are making custom cards yourselves, comment down below what your deck is called or a link to it on Dueling Book, and I'll check it out on my next video. See you guys next time.